I was catching up on my Earl Moorhead videos, and I saw he was having some problems with this new FIRMA 150 ESC. Essentially what's going on with his ESC is that when he transitions from like 3/4 throttle to 1/4 throttle, he has a little bit of braking action, which other people are finding turns into nosediving in the air depending on how you drive. I haven't noticed this yet, but my driving style might not show a problem like that because I'm always gas or brakes. That being said, I'm really curious to see if my ESC has this problem too. Let's go find out. All right, let's see if we can replicate the problem. Start out slow. Seems fine at that speed. Try about half throttle. There, did you see that? That was about half throttle and letting off the throttle. The nose dived down. Let's do it again. Didn't do it that time. Didn't do it that time. There we go. Okay, so anything above half throttle or so, we're getting a little bit of braking action. Oh yeah, that's definitely noticeable. One more time. Yep. Okay, so we definitely have a problem here, at least with my ESC. Now, as Earl already confirmed, this is definitely an ESC problem because in my truck, the only stock piece of electronics left is the ESC. I'm running my own receiver, we've got an upgraded servo, and the motor is upgraded. So any electronic problem in here that matches others' problems is going to be this ESC. Let's go induce this same problem on a jump and see what kind of results we get. All right, to induce this, I'm gonna have to drive differently than I normally do, so let's see if we can make it happen. Yep, one more go. Yeah, every single time. Okay, at this point I can confirm that at least on my sample of this ESC, it does have a problem. It appears as though the transition from 3/4 throttle to about 1/4 throttle or lower is not a smooth transition, and that's resulting in almost a braking action. I'd like to confirm this now by hooking up a motor and just running it in free air and seeing if we can feel that issue just in this motor without it attached to a car. Okay, this is definitely a don't try this at home kind of thing. You don't want to run a brushless motor in free air. They tend to get hot really fast. They just don't like it, but we should be able to run this long enough to see if we can get more information on this theory. Turn those fans off. First thing I'm gonna do is just slowly ramp the motor up to full speed. Should be a nice smooth ramp. Oh, wait a minute. There's something going on right about half throttle. Can you hear that? Did you hear that warble? That was right at half throttle. That shouldn't be happening. Let's go to full speed and then come back down. I can't really feel anything coming down, but I can definitely feel it going up. Let me show you that half-speed warble again. Did you hear that? That definitely shouldn't be there, and you can really feel it in the motor. What's going on here is there is a point in the throttle curve where the ESC is not properly driving the motor, and it's causing a step to happen in the power to the motor. I expect that same exact step is happening on deceleration. You probably can't notice it as much on acceleration, but it's definitely noticeable on deceleration, and that's almost certainly what's causing the problem. So in conclusion, yes, there does appear to be a problem with this FIRMA 150 V2 ESC. The problem appears to be that when you accelerate and decelerate, that curve is not smooth. There's a step in the middle, and when you go over that step on deceleration, especially quickly, it causes the ESC to tell the motor to slow down suddenly, which is basically creating a braking action. This is causing that nosedive on flat ground, and it's causing an even worse nosedive when you induce this jumping off of a ramp. Now, whether or not this will actually be a problem for you is going to depend on your bashing style. I didn't even notice it because I'm usually either on the gas or on the brakes, and that just transitions right through this problem, and you never see it. I had to think really hard to actually induce this in a jump because just letting off the throttle as you're coming off a ramp feels very counterintuitive to me, but if you do it, it does cause this problem. So what are the ramifications of this? Well, Horizon's definitely gonna have to fix this problem. I'm gonna contact them. I know others have already contacted them. I suspect that this is gonna have the knock-on effect that the EXB RTR Kraton that was just announced is going to get delayed because it has the same exact ESC this has in it, and I'm sure it has the exact same programming, so it's gonna have the same problem. Will the updated ESC ESC in the V2.5 4S Kraton and Outcast have the problem? I tend to doubt it. It's a different ESC and it probably doesn't have the exact same programming, so this problem probably isn't actually going to be in that ESC. I would be surprised if it is. That being said, this should be fixable via a firmware update, which means that most people will be able to get this fixed without even sending their ESCs in. Of course, you have to have the Spektrum programmer and a computer in order to do that update, so who knows, maybe Horizon will be giving out a bunch of these for free soon. All right, guys, that's it. Again, original credit to Earl Moorhead and others that found this problem. I just wanted to check it out for myself and add my own thoughts to it. What do you think about this? Is this a major problem? Have you noticed this on your big rock? Let me know down in the comments, then check out this video.